In the last episode, we were about to witness something horrific that I can't even show it on YouTube. But thankfully, Indra decided to use everything she got to get from his dirty hands. But she was too big to even move. He has the high ground. It's now his turn. He will do whatever he wants with her body. All she was trying to do was to help her elder sister. Protagonist has had enough. He uses his power and control her body. And with just a simple touch, she was able to put a hole in his chest. He got what he deserved. She was confused and started to thank him, even thought she can't even see him. But the predator friends become angry and wants revenge from her. But the thing is, she can't fight anymore. All her power is now gone. Protagonist controlled her body again, but this time it was not enough. And right before he cut her neck, Protagonist used his power and tied him in a chain. She was still confused about the identity of who was helping her and asked him if she can integrate the predator friend to find her sister's place. He tell her that her sister might be dead by now because she already destroyed her own Sea of Kai and run away. Until this moment, none of them knew the person behind this attack. And the moment Protagonist revealed himself, both of them were in shock. Protagonist asked him about her sister's place, and once he started mumbling around, a man watched him. Protagonist just killed him without hesitation, making him explode. She was angry about what he did because she was trying to integrate him to find where her sister was. Protagonist summoned a spirit bird and told her to give him anything that belonged to her sister. The bird will find her in no time. Her senior sister was in a deep hole, tired and exhausted from what she had been dealing with, and suddenly she heard her sister shouting her name. Finally, they find her. Protagonist uses his magic and gets her out of the hole. The two sisters finally reunite again. They thank Protagonist about what he did to them. Protagonist pulls out the 5 elemental pill. Who got it from that loses called Zhang. He wants to give it to her so that she can stop her bleeding. At first, she refused to take this precious pill, but he convinced her to take it, and the moment she eats it, she starts feeling the spirit power starting flowing through her body, and all her injury has immediately healed. They will never forget his help. Protagonist asks them about the reason that they are here. Both of the sisters were staring at each other like it was something terrible that was about to tell him. And back to Protagonist's house, Shuli will finally complete the first page from the book that Protagonist gave her, and her cultivation is about to level up. But suddenly, she hears a noise outside. She thinks to herself that it is just the beast apartment again and she can handle them with no problem. But she wrong. This time, it will not be easy for her. It was the vice instructor of the beast taming department, Cheng Khan, and he absolutely did not want to just talk. Back to Protagonist in the forest, he did not believe what they said to him. Apparently, they were looking for the ice monster and they did not know that the Void Equal Sect were searching for that monster as well. Protagonist was wondering about the reason that both departments were searching for the monster. Is that monster becoming a high-level demon, or what? They asked him if he is thinking of catching this monster as well, to which he replied that he wants it for his student to help her training. At Protagonist's house, things were about to get heated. Her master is now gone for now, but he can come back next time if he has anything with him. He did not care about what she was saying, and for no reason, he ordered her to bow down, but she refused to bow down for him. Why the hell did she need to bow to him in the first place? This makes him so angry. He uses his power and released a giant hand to her. She did not move an inch. She was bleeding everywhere in her body. He became even more angry and started attacking her multiple times. But she was not having any of his nonsense. She was standing in her place with a fearless face. She is not afraid of him and his power. So he checked out and ordered his disciple to end her life right now. Surprisingly, In-Hai was trying to convince him to not kill her and asked his master if he could talk her to the extent of ending her life, but of course, he refused. In-Hai goes to her and asks her if she can stop playing around and just bend to him to finish all this drama. She refused to listen to him and go to his stupid teacher, so she must handle what's about to come to her. And right before he attacked her, Protagonist horse, whose name is Blackie, attack him with his head and absolutely destroy In-Hai in a second. This is not just a normal horse, it's actually a spirit demon. This is why the beast department tries many times to steal it from Protagonist department. Cheng Khan makes a rope with his power and throw it at the horse. Catching him, Cheng Khan pulled the horse toward him, charged with his fist, punching the horse and nearly destroying his center spirit crystal. Shui Li, who did not believe what just happened in front of her eyes, she started crying from what he did to her lovely Blackie. Apparently, they had something between them and we still don't know about it till now. Anyway, she was screaming and shouting from what happened to Blackie. She will never let him get away with it. Shui Li, you start charging at him. She will use all what she learned till this point. put it in this attack. But there is something she missed about. Shen Khan always comes prepared. If he did not bring his special item with him this time, his head will no longer be attached to his body. He really needs to get rid of her. No matter what, he catches her with his magic. Surely, you can't move anymore. He pulled her toward him and catch her from her neck. It looks like her end is near. Blackie tried to save her, but he was too big to even move. And right before she passed out, he remembered what protagonist gave her before he went to the forest. She quickly put it in his arm. This is her final move, and before he even finished his sentence, the magic in the paper activated. Shen Khan's arm started to decompose. He managed to get away from it before his entire body fell apart. The monster that was in the paper was unbelievably strong. But before Shen Khan compared what's going on, the little chicken monster gets behind him and smashes him in the ground and literally explodes. No one will survive in this kind of attack. His special item was destroyed. It was the only thing keeping him alive till now. He was absolutely destroyed his student, and to check on, Chang told him to give him all the cultivation pay he has. He will show her who she is messing with. He jumped at her with all his power. Shuli was thinking in her head, is this the end of her? And before she got smoked, protagonist come to the rescue. He let a clone of him handle Cheng Khan while he tried to save Shuli and heal her injuries. Protagonist was so angry. How dare he come to his place and have the boss to attack his student while he was away. The clone smashed Cheng Khan's head in the ground. His face was very nasty to even show you. It was disturbing to say that. The least I am thinking a bullet from you boys. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more epic recaps. The clone is not finished yet. Start smashing Cheng Khan's face over and over, and I shouted at him to stop, but protagonist did not care and put him in a barrier of mana. It was looking bad for Cheng Khan. The most twisted thing, the clone was smashing Cheng Khan's face and heal him at the same time. At this point, Hell Washing is just making fun of him. Finally, after he beat the hell out of Cheng Khan, he returned him back to his student. Cheng Khan asking him hi again to give him some cultivation tools. Instead of then get the hell out of here, Cheng Khan seems to have brain damage because he still believes he can win against protagonist and even thought he already got beaten to death by a student and her teacher. He told Hinhai that I did not use my full power. Absolutely, Shuli was sorry for not protecting his house and the horse, but he told her to relax and not thinking about it. And suddenly, Cheng Khan showed up with a new special item. And according to him, this is the best of the best. Even his griffin was at level 8, but the moment that griffin gets near a ball, reaching the ice monster that he catches before he comes here all it. Does it just open its eyes? This itself made the griffin lose all his feathers and fly away as fast as he could. And finally, the two sisters from the forest come protagonist and now leave Shuli in a very good hands. It's time to show him something that he wished was show before. Protagonist was about to use the curse of melting blood, but Chang Kun flew as fast as he could. Sadly for him, protagonist clones reach him and smack the out of his face, making him fall and hit the ground. He tried to convince protagonist to climb down. They all are members in the academy, but protagonist had enough for his nonsense. He already gave him his chance, but he did not listen to him. His ego was the reason for what was about to come to him. Protagonist attack was so powerful that the only thing left from Chang Kun lose. Both of the sisters were amazed about his power, and now it's Hinhai's turn. But protagonist did not hurt him. He just scared him and told him to not say anything about what happened here. He thanked protagonist for his forgiveness. After seeing protagonist's power, both of the sisters did not want to stay anymore, so they decided to go home. But protagonist asked them to come around and play with his student. If they got the time, protagonist suddenly noticed something in the sky, but he quickly destroyed it. It turned out someone was spying on him all the time, and that person is Chang Khan's uncle, and he was very mad. He will not sit down and watch. He ordered one of his servants to deal with protagonist's student. In the next test at protagonist's house, he bought a gift for Shuli. It's the ice monster, and because of his lightning ability, it will really help her to push through her cultivation stage. Shuli was impressed by him because even in her past life, she could not even dream of taming one of these powerful monsters. But here, it is her master playing with this monster like it's nothing, and on top of that, he wants to give it to her. She hugs him and thanks him for the gift. She will never disappoint him. He told her that she can take this spirit monster with her to the test, but that is impossible. He needs to contain the cultivation level of the spirit so that it will have no problem in the test. So he decided to exactly that But instead of him trying to slow the monster cultivation, he did the exact opposite and instead increasing its cultivation even more. And then she came out from her shell. Shuli was so impressed by what she is seeing right now. A beautiful looking girl come out of it. Her name is Elchin, the Spirit Queen, also known as the Little Dream, and she will be with them from now on. Shuli was shocked from Elsin's beauty. She was so cute and lovely that no one will believe that she to be a monster before. Protagonist told Elchin to help Shuli through her cultivation. Protagonist went to feed his horse, but something was still in his mind. He was right. All along, the Void Equals sect was not after the Little Dream, but instead they were searching for this piece of jade that was guarded by a spirit. Even his system did not know exactly what this thing was, and for the first time, the system suddenly congratulated him for opening a new task. And the task is to help his disciple to break through her cultivation level, and if he completed, he would get rewarded by some of the martial art skill. Protagonist was actually annoyed by the system. Why it's all of a sudden starting giving him these new tasks? Because for the past 10 years, all the system told him is to chow wood. Even if he complete the task, the reward is not that useful for him. Anyway, after all this thinking, protagonist went to sleep, and the moment he closed his eyes and sleep, the piece of jade start acting weird. A girl shows up from it. Still, that's not enough for her. She gently puts her hand in his face and tells him with a voice full of love and passion how she can't wait to see him again. Who is this girl and what is her deal with protagonist? If you want part 3, destroy the like button and subscribe for more.